Welcome to my channel for another week of me riding Happy. Yeah, me too, Tyra. I'm tired today. It's going to rain later on today, so the horses are out now. Probably just for the morning. And the other two, there they are. I'm gonna ride bareback today. So my thoroughgood is a little bit small on Happy, and it's causing him a little bit of discomfort. And the gullets are totally out of stock until probably next week. So I figured when I ride him, I will ride him in a bareback pad for the next couple days until I can get the gullet piece ordered from SmartPack. And he isn't a wide extra wide now, which he started in a medium wide, which now he's gone through. This will be his third gullet piece, which is insane that he's bulking up so much. But so yeah, so that saddle's not terribly fitted, but it's just, I can just tell it's causing him a little bit of uncomfortableness and he's not really wanting to stretch as much. So we're going to ride bareback today, and I'm going to practice getting him more through his back and up under himself. And then also I'm going to next week film a dressage show online test. I'm going to do intro C again because I want to break 70. I think I got like a 68 or 69 last time. And that was when he wasn't even like fully managed. So I think this time we're gonna see a lot better scores, hopefully. So I'm gonna practice that today, which means I'm gonna ride in our barn indoor, which is right there. And it's about the size of a dressage arena. It's like maybe a little bit narrower and a little longer, so when I do go to film, I will block off the longer part of the arena. But I'm gonna practice that today. I might do a little liberty work. Could be a fun full day, but for now, I'm gonna let Happy enjoy some time with his friends. Happy! Happy, leave that alone! Oh my gosh, he has always been so curious about this tripod. Oh my god. So I think this was his opportunity. He's always wanted to check it out. This ball is not coming over there. Come on. Oh! My gosh. What are you doing? Oh my gosh. You're such a little turd. I think he actually messed it up. No, maybe not. What'd you do that for? Happy, leave it alone. I love that you're curious, but leave it alone. My aim with our Liberty work is just to get him to connect with me. I mentioned in the beginning of this that I got cut off because of the Pivo not tracking us, that I'm only doing this to get a better connection with him and have him feel like he can trust me more than he has. I'm trying to rebuild our relationship from where I kind of lost some trust with him through his PSSM pain and kind of pushing him through that. So when I say liberty, I'm not saying I'm running around with him and we're doing all this stuff together. It's more of I'm standing, waiting, and grounding myself and kind of letting him feel like he can make choices about what he does and where he goes. And hopefully, ultimately, those choices will be to come interact with me. Which, as I have started to do this more with him, he is more interested in interacting with me, where in the past he kind of would just ignore me and neigh for his friends or go do other things. So this has kind of helped us in the beginning of our rides to just connect and kind of get to the same page, which he's always there, but I'm not always there. I have really bad anxiety. So this has been really helpful for that. So last week, or actually this week, on Tuesday, it was very, very windy. Here in California, it was like, I think, regular wind gusts of like 30 to 50 miles per hour, and then like anomaly gusts of like 80 miles per hour. So he normally gets ridden on Tuesdays by Stephanie. He gets his like little training ride. You want to go that way? Okay. But she did not ride him because the wind was so bad and he was pretty nuts. So essentially, she did not ride him. She lunged him, and he was rearing and bucking and spooking and being silly because the wind was so bad it was scaring him. So that fast forward to Wednesday, I did not ride. I worked on the Liberty stuff. And then he had a lesson on Thursday. He taught a lesson, and his back was very sore. So that led me to think that possibly the rearing, something other than that, made him sore. So his back is much better today. When I rubbed it, it was not sore, and he seems pretty good. So we'll see how we ride. Mentally, I don't know how we're doing here today because he seems like halfway focused on me and focused on other things. So let me get a ride going on here. Just gonna get him warmed up. Okay, now he's going enough. Okay, so hopefully the people will track me a little bit and I can talk. So he feels pretty fresh to me. This is a new pad, a new place that we ride. We don't actually really ride in here very often. So for those reasons, I'm gonna work at the walk. And we're going to do that first until I feel like we're together, because I currently feel like his focus is not 100% on me. And then maybe we'll try trot down the long side on the other way. See what we can get. So the goal is not to actually get a really forward ride today. The goal is for me to get him to supple his back. And we can do that at a lower pace. I mean, that's your own poo. You don't need to smell it. So let's try here. Good. He's like, good, the try was enough. We don't need to go fast. So, I think he's pretty confused too. So we don't ever work in here. And he's like, this is playtime arena for me. Although he does take lessons in here, so. I'm gonna try to slow my post just a little, too much. This is all good information for me because I think I'm actually really gripping too much with my knees, which I think is causing us to have a miscommunication here. So this is all very good information for me. Since I'm trying to fix the way I'm writing, I kind of feel like, well, I know that you're given things at the time that you need them. And the Pivo clearly doesn't know how to track a horse in an arena. And I think that I was given this chance with the saddle not fitting right, or just a little tight, to work on me and my mechanics. So that's what we're gonna do for our next several rides. Because it's really hard to feel in the saddle sometimes. To feel when I make these adjustments, and he's very sensitive. And so I think what ends up happening is I don't feel it. I don't feel the feedback from him. And then he gets frustrated because he's like, why are you screaming at me? God, I hope the people are still tracking us. And then I'm like, I didn't realize I was screaming at you. He's like, well, this sucks. Do you want to go towards that ball? Yeah? Let's go towards it. You gonna get it? Gonna get it? Nope. It's interesting doing a voiceover here, like while I'm writing, because I have a lot of emotion when I ride, and I'm feeling really happy and like excited to ride him. I actually feel like now we're really clicking on a pretty good level. Hopefully I don't say that and then he like takes off and we're going crazy, but I feel like we're really clicking. And this is like interesting because it's giving me the emotion. Like, I just feel really connected to him right now. And I feel like you wanna get that ball? Yeah, good boy. It's just really fun. So maybe we'll do this every now and then so that you can actually feel what I feel when I ride happy. Okay, let's try to do some trot, because I think that would do me some good. Boy. Oh, we're turning quick. We're turning quick. Oh, wrong bag. Start from some more rain. Okay, so that definitely was his right hind not coming under. So we're gonna remind him of that right hind right now. There, good boy. We're not going to the scary yet. Let me remind you about that right hind. Because no matter which side we're going on, it's always a problem. I know, that's the scary part, huh? Good. I'm trying to slow my post, which I don't know if you knew I was posting or not, but I was. And I'm trying to get him to really come to a really nice, soft jog. Now, I know that goes against what we want him to do, which is, we want him to be forward and we want him to be really moving actively. So we're trying to get a balance between now asking him to come up under himself, but he doesn't need to push. Just come up under himself and then push up. So I think right now we're working more on his suspension and trying to get him to reach and stretch so that he stretches these muscles. So that's kind of what the goal is going to be. Oh my God, he's breathing so slowly and calmly. That's what it's going to be, I think, for our next. But it's just to get him to feel like he can stretch and he doesn't have to go forward. So I guess what I was getting at is the point is that he will stretch, but then he stops. And we've noticed he gets a really nice stretch when he goes to stop. And I think he just doesn't understand or have the strength or the muscle intelligence right now, is what I'm going to call it, to hold that stretch through the movement. So we're trying to get to a point where he'll start to do that stretch that he does right before he stops, and I can push him and keep him moving. So we're going to do a little bit more. I'm going to try to canter. That might go really horribly, but it also could go really well. I should just think it's gonna go really well. And then I think we'll call it a day, because I'm feeling like he's really focused and he's really listening. And while I don't think I've gotten a lot of like stretch and like amazing work out of him, like I said in my last video, have been trying to ride the mind more, and I feel like the connection between us is really good right now. And so I don't want to like push it to a point where like he gets frustrated or confused, or I get frustrated or tired and I'm not asking for the right things. Try to do some canter. Trot. Okay, so you see there, this is his response to forward. Yep. So he gets anxious and he gets tense and he doesn't want to go, which is fine. Don't forget about that hind. Good. Okay, don't forget about this hind now. Good. Don't forget. Good boy. Yes, that was good work. Was that a tight turn? Oh, buddy. Here we go, boy. Okay, so I did it. I cantered. It was actually a lot easier than I thought. It's very good, buddy. I really could have prepared him better for those corners. I feel like I was focusing a little too much on myself and really not focusing on what he needed from me. All right, so I'm gonna end our ride there. I'm really hoping that this worked out, because otherwise I'm gonna have to remove all the audio from this and it's gonna be really weird. But that was basically what I wanted to accomplish today. I feel really connected to him. I feel like we needed to blow off some cobwebs with the bareback. And so we had the goal of working on getting him to stretch and use his back better. But I think today it became apparent when I got on that I really needed to dust off the cobwebs of me riding bareback. This has been really good. This will be really good for us. It's been good for us today, but it'll be really good for us going forward to do this. But thank you so much for watching again, and we'll see you next time.